Welcome to another edition of One Take Only. I am George Phillips with oilpressure.com, and this is my sometimes good friend.
Tonight is I'm a good friend,
John McClellan. John, we've got guests tonight with us. The cicadas.
Cicadas love racing.
Well, they come out about every 7 years, 13 years, whatever these are.
This is whatever it is.
And they're
brood.
They've been around for about 2 weeks, and they're going to be with us till what, mid-June, something like that. So apologize for the chorus in the background. Nothing we can do about it.
But we can enjoy them because they're singing for love. There's a love song about the cicadas. This is all mating.
Okay, this is a family show.
That's right, and I think it's time the kids learn.
Okay, moving on from that, we are now deep in the month of May.
We've got like one more weekend left.
The big weekend. Did you watch qualifying?
I sure did. I thought it was great.
Did you watch all 6 hours of practice every day?
I didn't do that. No.
Why?
No. Well, I have.
You're not a fan.
No, I am a fan, but I've got things I've got to do.
Like, oh, that's right. You had to work last week.
Yeah, I did that. I worked. Yeah.
I was up there.
I think that's fantastic.
I was there.
I think that is great.
Practice and qualifying and.
Yeah. Well, tell me about it.
Well, the week of practice itself, it was sort of because there's so much rain.
Yeah, I know.
And it was frustrating, and so but past Friday the sun came out, and
it's Indianapolis, and the Hoosier State. That's how it's great.
Yep, that's what you get in central Indiana in May. But hopefully he's going to stay away this weekend. Weather forecast is
iffy.
Well, it looks better than iffy, but there's still more than a chance that I'll.
Hey George, I'm going to tell you what. I remember one 500. I think this was 2011, maybe 2012. When it was, the temperature was like 90-something degrees.
That was 12.
Yeah, oh, wow. But it didn't bother me.
That bothered me.
Not me. I had my water and my son. We were just having a ball.
But,
500. Greatest race in the world.
And then, in fact, that was the year with all that heat, because we were, as you know, we were on the east side of the pits.
That's right, where the sun was just blazing down.
After
ripped your skin off.
Yeah, just after sitting out there baking all day, I decided that's it. We're moving.
He talked me into it because I was over in the paddock and over in section A. I go, okay.
There is no section A at the paddock.
No, I was across.
Well,
no,
you were in B. You were in B.
B is where to sit. But anyway,
B is good, but we moved across the street to very close to where our seats were when I was growing up.
Oh, that's fantastic.
When I had those wonderful fond memories, and now I'm sitting very close.
Well, now let's get to this weekend's race.
I was talking about last weekend.
Oh, I think it was
You're the one that butted in about the hot weather.
No, it was good.
But
it was a wonderful day. Oh, every day you're in Indianapolis is a wonderful day.
Every day at the track is a wonderful day. Yeah. So,
sure, it's a nice shirt. Get that at Indianapolis?
I did. I guess you got yours there too.
Yeah, that's the IMS.
But mine's 100% cotton. Yours is dry fit.
Mine is an official shirt from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Well, so is this.
That patch, you mean?
I bought a patch to put on a 100% cotton shirt because I'm not going to wear something that feels like women's panties.
You don't like women's panties?
I don't like wearing women's panties.
Okay. Where did that come from, boys and girls? I don't know, but don't listen to that.
Anyway, as I was saying, the qualifying was it. What do you think about this qualifying format?
You know what? I liked it in the old days, but then again, too, you had that Saturday and everybody showing up, and that through the history, that's a lot of drama that we see in the past. And they're just kind of trying to create drama. Like when Buki got the pole, when the showers came down when he was coming around turn 4.
53.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
you know what he told the other drivers? I can qualify faster than you can in the rain.
Yeah, well, he did. And I'm going to tell you what, the picture with Agajanian and all the guys running and happy, you know, that is a great picture. Everybody happy about Buki making it. He was a very well loved guy.
By most, he was a little misunderstood. He could be moody.
Well, you don't go up and say you want to have a chat right before you get on a big 500-mile race.
It's not, no. Anyway, I still feel like it's backwards to have the pole day on Sunday. I guess I'm getting used to it now because we've done it several years. One thing I would like to see them do is settle the pole, decide the pole in the middle part of the day. Granted, I know it's warmer then, and they're looking for top speeds. But I think for the last several years, the most dramatic part of the day is, last chance qualifying.
I do too. See, that is the drama. I remember one time when, who was it? AJ, he took this was the year you had Sarah Fisher qualify, and there were like 3 girls or 2 at least in the.
What are you talking about?
Talking about when you had that drama of who's going to be in the race. AJ pulled a engine out of a box and put it in a car, set it up. The engine had never run before, and I forget who it was, but he qualified that car.
Was that Felipe Giaffoni when they called him when he was at Babies R Us or something?
No, that wasn't that. This was it was 1998 maybe.
Oh, during those horrible IRL days.
Well, still, you put him in there, and then Elio won the race that year.
No, he didn't.
Well, it was year
Elio won in 2001 and 2002.
All right, I'm sorry, it was those years. Guys, let's look that one up. But AJ cried, and he said this after these women were being praised and all that, which they should. That's great, good. I'm a Sarah Fisher fan. But he said it took some mighty big ones to get that car in the field. And AJ cried about it.
Okay.
And I just thought that was just great. Yeah, AJ Foyt.
See my prop?
Yeah, I think it's really good.
It serves 2 purposes.
What is it?
First of all, it's a reminder of who's sitting on the pole. Scott McLaughlin in the Pennzoil Yellow Submarine, which some are claiming that the first Yellow Submarine won in 1984. That's incorrect. That was the first Penske win with the Yellow Submarine. But the Yellow Submarine also won in 1980 with Johnny Rutherford.
Okay.
So don't forget that.
I'm not going to forget.
All-Star
JR.
But this is not Scott McLaughlin's car.
No.
This car actually, you can't see it, but right there, it says Gilles de Ferran. And this was his car, his rookie year in 1995. And unfortunately, this car only made it around about half a lap, if that, quarter of a lap. He got caught up in the Stan Fox crash.
No, that's just terrible.
And
he's an Indianapolis 500 winner.
Yep. And sad day. What was it? Was it New Year's Eve or December 30th or something like that? 29th. Right between Christmas and New Year's, where we got the sad news that
hope they say something about him and speak up.
I think they will.
He cried when he won the race. He broke down while he was, making a speech. And wasn't it rainy? I believe it was.
It was cloudy. It was cool and cloudy, but he's one of the few drivers of this century that did not dump the quart of milk all over his head.
I hate that.
I do too. But anytime I express my disdain for that, people get all over me. Oh, you let them express themselves.
No, I tell you what, I think you drink your milk and you pass it over to, the team and let them have some milk. It's probably the tastiest milk you'll ever drink.
You know who the last driver was to not dump the milk all over themselves?
I remember when Weldon won the first time he didn't.
Oh, yes, he did.
He gave the milk, he drank, and he gave some to...
it was not Weldon. Weldon did it both times.
Okay. remember him giving the milk to Andretti, and he got to drink it.
Yeah, you're right there. So you don't know.
No, who was it?
Juan Montoya in 2015. Last time the milk was saved. So, you and I are in agreement on that.
Yeah.
I do not like that.
I'm going to tell you what, too, that night, you know, he enjoyed a burger at the Signature.
Yeah, you're right. I have forgotten that. You're correct. So anyway, back to the drama of, now they're calling it last chance qualifying. I still call it the last row shootout, but who knows? Maybe the fact that it infers guns made it a politically incorrect title. But they, that was good. I mean, there was drama. That's why you need at least 34 cars entered.
I was really disappointed, though, for Graham Rahal. You know, I'm a Graham Rahal guy.
I know you are.
And I thought that Bobby and the team, they were going to be right on it. They all were on it with the number 10 car.
Sato.
Yeah, Sato. He's
75.
He's in 10th place. I'm sorry.
But yeah, that didn't really make sense. That you had one driver running for the pole and another driver fighting for his life in the back of the field.
Yeah, and this is your full-time guy.
Yeah, and so it's not Graham's fault, but
No,
it's
not Graham's fault.
but and I forget his name, but you know the main engineer there that's been there for the last 2 or 3 years. He's leaving after this race. He's going back to Formula One because you know their road and street course cars are pretty decent, but last 2 years their oval cars have been crap.
Well, this is the premier oval too.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you'd think that after a year of being embarrassed by getting their lead driver, well, I don't know if Graham's considered the lead driver because Lundgaard is obviously more at the top of his game right now, but it's the owner's son. You would think that they would figure this out.
Yeah.
And Lundgaard's back in the back. Fittipaldi, I don't even remember where he is, but I think Lundgaard's just 1 or 2 rows ahead of Graham.
You got Catherine Legg.
Catherine Legg is
inside.
She's inside last row, then Graham, and then no, Graham's dead last.
Yeah,
Ericsson's in the. What do you think about his?
I was disappointed.
It happens.
Yeah.
Did you read Oil Pressure?
Yes, I did.
Talking about that's happened before.
And I'm gonna tell you what, it happened with Lil Al. He didn't even make the race the year after he won.
Well, no, I mean I'm talking about the brain fade of forgetting his lap count.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's just too bad. I was just talking about just utter failure.
But I mean, he was. Turns out, I mean, it worked out okay. He still made it. Only cost him 1 spot. He was probably going to be inside the last row. Now he's in the middle, but still.
You know, he can always bash Catherine. You know, and going into turn 1.
Well, he might. I think that. I think that Graham Rahal and Marcus Ericsson both are going to have pretty strong days Sunday. I think Dixon's going to be strong coming from, where is he, 21st, I think?
That puzzles me too.
Well, the Honda engine seemed competitive until Fast Friday when they weren't. Then when they dialed the boost back down for the Monday practice, they're back in the ballgame. So
it's a long 500 miles, and I know that the number 33rd position never won, but you know you can't say that.
Almost did with Scott Goodyear.
That's right. Now, granted, you know those were those funky years.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. It was in 92. That's right.
That was in the glory
sure.
years.
Yep. Lil Al won that race.
Yes, he did. And he won it again 2 years later.
He knew what Indy was all about.
But Jack Arute did not.
Well, I think Jack Arute knows what's Indy.
Yeah.
I think, come on, Lil Al, he had just won, and he's, a great winner.
Well,
those unders, that's a big thread in the fabric that is the Indianapolis 500.
Anyway,
Let's get up to the guys that are going to really, we're going to be looking at throughout the whole race.
well, Team Penske locked up the front row for only the second time in history that's been done, and both times it's by Team Penske.
Yeah, Team Penske.
88, it was Rick Mears, Danny Sullivan, and Al Unser. Yeah, and then and both times, the Tenzo car has been on the pole. But it's, well, we'll get to my prediction in a minute. I'm really intrigued with the second row, though, because you got former winner of Rossi in the number 4 spot.
I like Rossi.
Then you got, everybody's favorite this year, it seems like, Kyle Larson in the middle. And on the outside, Santino Ferrucci for AJ.
That is amazing. I'm going to be pulling for Ferrucci.
I am too.
Because I want AJ Foyt. I'm a Foyt guy, first and foremost.
Well, so am I. And it was weird, though. I talked to a few people up there that not only do they not care for Ferrucci, they hate Ferrucci.
Why is that?
I heard various reasons. None of them I thought were very good reasons, but they all kind of go back to his, was it Formula 2,
Yeah,
GP2,
yeah,
whatever it was. One was his crashing out his teammate. Well, I think at the time Ferrucci was like 18 years old, and then also apparently in those same days he was running political stickers that some people didn't agree with, and it's just but.
Is he nice to kids?
Oh, he's very nice. He's extremely fan friendly.
Well, then what? That's the race car drivers and teams. They don't like each other anyway. A lot of them.
Well, I'm talking about the media folks.
Well, if he's a fan favorite and he's nice to kids, because there was a fan favorite that you and I both saw was not nice to particularly disabled, intellectually disabled children.
That's correct.
We saw that, and that doesn't please me.
It was a very popular female driver.
That's right.
We'll just leave it at that.
Yes, leave it at that.
But she did drive.
We saw it.
She did drive a bright green car then. But
I am no fan of that woman.
So
because of what she did for those children.
What she didn't do.
She was mean to them.
But no, Ferrucci is very much of a fan favorite and very fan friendly. And Susan and I saw him the Sunday morning after the Grand Prix at Charlie Brown's, and he was eating in the back. They have a new room there that they built in the off season,
so that drivers can get away from fans.
No, in fact, we ate there
in the new room.
Well, that time we were in the old room, but he did walk right by us.
I did. Okay. Well, you just never miss an opportunity to eat at Charlie Brown's.
I like Charlie Brown's, but I like Dawson.
God, I'm jealous. I'm jealous.
You're always so jealous.
I'm not going to be there.
No, you should be.
Well, you know what? I got things I'm going to do this weekend, but nevertheless, let's get on with the. Okay. I'm going to be watching the Indianapolis 500. I'm going to have some. I will get into that later.
All right.
But let's go on because we don't have much more time.
No, we don't. Well, let's just get down to predictions. Now, are you going to do your usual and predict Graham Rahal to come back from 33rd?
No, I'm not going to do that.
Okay. Who do you like? Who do you think will win? I know who you like, and I know who I like, but who do you think? Prejudice aside, who do you think will win on Sunday?
It's hard to go against any one of those three Penske boys. It really is. But you know what?
That is the easy pick.
That's the easy pick. And I'm going to tell you what. Some might say that Colton Herta should be mentioned.
He was awfully fast on Monday's practice.
I know it. And Ferrucci. But if I had to go down to one person that I'm pulling for to win this race, and Grandma, I just, 33.
I'm sure he's watching.
Yeah, well, even if you aren't watching, and some of the guys out there say, hey, John said, but no, hey, Colton Herta is, I'm going to be pulling for Colton Herta. I think Colton Herta, he's in a good spot.
He's a Nashville resident.
He sure is. And, hey, let's have that. He did. He's done real well.
Is that who you want, or is that who you're predicting? Or
Both.
Okay.
I want and I predict Colton Herta.
Okay. So if he wins, you're going to be a very, very happy man.
That's right.
Okay. I'm pulling for Ferrucci, probably more than anybody. I would not mind seeing Scott McLaughlin win. I like him. He's a good guy, and he's the only driver on the team that has not won. But who do I think is going to win?
Will Power.
Will Power. How'd you know?
I just know you. I'm going to tell you what, Will Power is the choice. You know.
He has been laser focused all year long. I mean, he finishes second in races, qualifies second, but last time I checked the IndyCar website, they had not updated the points because, you know, qualifying, unlike any other race, qualifying for the 500 pays points. And the IndyCar website is still showing Palou with a 12-point lead over Power. I don't think that's true. I think given the fact that Palou's, I think he qualified 14th, and Power's second. I don't know, because I'm not quite sure how the points work out for qualifying, but I would think that Power is now the points leader going into the race.
Yeah.
And he's never won. He hadn't won a race. He hadn't won a race since 22.
Well, you know that in NASCAR, they had the one fella, he won the championship without ever winning the race that 1 year. And they put a stop to that.
Was that Labonte?
No. This was...
or Terry Labonte?
No, it wasn't Terry Labonte. I mean, he was a great racer. He did well. You know, I can't think of his name. But you remember that guy that would get out of his car and flip?
That was Power, wasn't it?
No, not Power. I'm talking about in NASCAR. He would do a flip.
Jeremy.
He was on that team.
What was his name?
I forget.
He,
But anyway,
he got busted for drugs, didn't he?
no, I don't think so. Not this guy. He just decided hanging up one day. But nevertheless, I'd like to see Carl Larson, do well.
Kyle?
I like Kyle. I saw him win here a couple years ago. And he had the car. He really was something else.
I tell you what, I don't appreciate all the media focus he's gotten this month and all the scrutiny and everything. I mean, he just got a whole mob following him around wherever he goes. But I'll say this, the interviews I saw in the media center last week, including qualifying day. No, he didn't come in qualifying day because he was on his way to North Westboro. But he is a very, very good guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Very, very just unpretentious. And he's just a racer. I like him.
I do too. I like him a lot. The thing is that don't you see that with him doing this? I mean, he should have more. He'll bring some of that NASCAR eyeball over to the.
Well, did you see the ratings for? I think this is just for the NBC part versus NBC part last year. Did you see the ratings for that?
No, I didn't.
Up 32%.
Good deal.
Over last year. So I think you're right. I think, and there have been other times when I was like, oh, if we get such and such in here, then that'll bring the Formula One eyes, that'll bring the NASCAR eyes, and it didn't really pan out that way. I think this time it's going to.
And they did they did a great show I saw when Busch was here. And they followed him on the airplane after the race, and it was really cool. And he was a good guy. I enjoyed him being at the race.
He could be a jerk.
Yeah, I know, but he wasn't there.
No,
he was really cool.
He was very respectful.
He won me.
And then he had that girlfriend of his that kind of turned wacko.
Wacko. Well, who doesn't go out with a girl that's wacko sometimes? Hey, anyway, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I know you're going to have a ball. I am too. I'm going to start with some ribs. I'm going to wake up early, and I'm going to start cooking those ribs. And about 11 o'clock, they'll be ready to be pulled out.
Well, that's when the show starts.
That's right. And we'll be eating ribs, drinking a couple of beers,
I'll tell you what I'm not going to be eating on Sunday.
What?
The new tenderloin.
You don't like the tenderloin?
No. It was,
Why?
I mean, remember I didn't like that one that you loved?
Yeah, I know
You
it.
would hate this. First of all, it's $12.50. Second of all, it's not a tenderloin, it's a fritter.
Oh no, that's too bad.
And they've shaped it into basically a square patty that looks like a filet of fish, but they purposely just put a nub sticking out so it might look natural.
Yeah, well, that's too bad.
And
You're going to get one though over
I'm
at
not
Buc-ee's.
finished. I'm not finished with my rant.
I know.
And then they've committed another ultimate sin. It's coated in corned meat instead of breading. And it's small, had a funky flavor to it. It was by far the worst tender. I've had some not so good tenderloins. This was awful. It made the one that you liked from 10 years
Well,
ago.
you know the one I liked. Yeah, I tell you what, after I got through eating it and I sat back, I cried. Why did I cry? Because I wanted another one, but my stomach was just so full I could not eat another one. It was so delicious.
Well, compared to this thing, it is delicious.
Yeah, well, it was delicious.
But and at least with that one, the old classic jumbo classic tenderloin, you can still find it at real output. I've looked around; they're all Aramark stands now.
Well, are you going to talk to Doug about this?
I've already written a post. I wrote a post last
You sure did.
Thursday
Yes,
about it.
You sure did.
I was hoping you had read it.
I did. I read it. But I put it out of my mind. But see, I grew up with my first tenderloin. I was a little boy. It was up there on Washington Boulevard across from an area called Eastgate, the shopping center. And it was Al Green's. He had them. And he had a drive-in little movie theater out there, too.
Not the Al Green.
No. This is Indiana Al Green.
Okay.
This was a fantastic place. And I think that most of everybody that was going to Warren Central, and I know that my longtime friend.
Your one friend?
What?
Your one friend?
Anyway, I know I've got a lot of friends up there that they went there too. They enjoyed it, and it's too bad it's no longer there.
Well, I had one on the east side at Edwards. It was in an old Dog and Suds location, but it was pretty good. It wasn't the best one I've had, but it was pretty good. But I understand that place is no longer there. So anyway, you're picking Herta, I'm picking Power, and but I do think we're going to see big moves from Dixon, probably Pillow.
You're going to see
Ray
Graham
Hall
compete.
and Erickson. I think the biggest movers of the race. Of course, they got more room to go.
What about last year's winner?
Joseph Newgarden?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't either. I don't know.
Enough said about that. Anyway, got anything else? I'm glad you asked me that.
I am too. Because you can't have this talk about this without bringing up Joseph Newgarden, who's number 3. He's in the 3rd position.
Oh, it's car number 2.
Yeah, he's car number 2, but he's in third spot, outside row 1. You got to talk about him too.
Do you know what starting position has the most wins?
Would it be number 4 or 5?
You took the bait. No, it's the pole.
Oh, you make me sick.
But I will throw this look. That was the stat. However, lately being on the pole has not really led to success.
Ed never won from the pole.
No, Ed never won. But no, the last driver to win from the pole, I believe, was Pagano in 19. And I think you've got to go back from there. You go back to 2009, when Elio won from the pole. So, it's been a while.
Okay, that's why I was thinking.
So one time in 15 years.
I thought you were talking about, the last 20 years.
No, I mean total.
Okay, well,
Since 1911.
Oh, well then I would have said pole.
Sure you would.
Yeah, pole.
So anyway, got anything else?
No, I don't.
Are we going to do any more of these, or are we just going to show back up in next May?
Well, why don't we do some more of these?
No?
I'm enjoying the year.
Yeah.
Some good racing. I tell you what we ought to do too is we do some live reports out at the National Super Speedway when it's race weekend.
We might do that.
Because I'm going to go. I think I'm just going to stay out, somewhere out there, or I don't know. But I'm going to be there all 3 days: Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
So will I.
Really? Well, if I see you, I'll wave. Say hi. How you doing, George?
If we take our camera, we can do more than we can do one of these. So.
All right. Sounds good.
We've done trackside reports before.
Yeah, over there in Alabama.
Yeah,
that is a beautiful track too.
We also did one from the Indianapolis Speedway.
We sure did.
In 2012.
Yeah.
The day after my wedding.
That's right. It was wonderful, beautiful,
and we
beautiful.
just celebrated our 12th anniversary on Saturday.
Oh, that's just great. Give Susan my very best on that too. I know she's inside. She can't wait to see this show. Hey, Susan. Congratulations.
I'll just tell her you said hi. You don't have to do it on here. She won't watch.
All right. Hey, to all my friends in Indianapolis and wherever else, have a great weekend. And if you're going, I hope you have a wonderful time. If the cameras pan and I see you up there, I want you to be waving to me, okay? Because I'll be looking for you. And I'll look for you too. I always see him.
Okay. Anything else? Will Power's going to win his second win. He's also going to, I'll go on a limb right now, he will win the 2024 championship.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that later.
Okay. We'll watch him wrap that up in Nashville.
Well, I'll tell you what, if he does win, or if Colton Herta wins, I'll be getting that nice, those barbecued ribs of mine off my face and just enjoying the day and kicking back. Race day is fantastic. Okay. Hey, I'm going to watch, I'll wake up and watch some of Monaco.
Well, I won't.
I know you won't.
Well, but, we try to get inside the track.
I know you do.
Before the opening ball.
Yeah.
And I know you know all about the opening ball.
And you do too.
Okay. Anyway, for John McClellan.
And most of my friend Kent Stevens, you're going to be up there. And, by all means, wave if the camera's your way. And next year, I'm coming.
So if you see a big group of stands waving, you're assuming they're waving at you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad we cleared that up.
They're just waving to the TV camera, aren't they?
Yeah, but okay. I don't think they're waving at you.
Oh, well, we'll see.
Anyway, for John McClellan, I'm George Phillips with OilPressure.com. Thank you for watching.